This is Matthew Cratter from Trade University, and today I want to talk about how to hide your Bitcoin from thieves. And I'm going to be showing you how to set up a Decoy wallet on your hardware wallet. This is a really good trick if you haven't heard about it before. For those of you who don't know what a hardware wallet is, it looks like this. This is a Trezor hardware wallet. You can plug it into the back of the USB port of your laptop or desktop. This is a very good brand for beginners. I also like the Blockstream Jade a lot for beginners. And then if you want to spend a little bit more money and you're a more advanced user, the gold standard, or should I say the Bitcoin standard, really is the cold card wallet. And they've just come out with a new model as well, which I'm looking forward to testing. So this is what hardware wallets look like. The cold card is pretty cool because they make it look like a calculator on the outside. So for thieves who don't know what it is, they might be fooled into thinking that it's not a hardware wallet, but a calculator. So those are the brands that I like. I would note here that I don't like the Ledger Nano, or any of the Ledger hardware wallets because the software is not open source. Open source software is best. It's a little bit counterintuitive, but I think it's best because you have lots of eyeballs looking for backdoors and malware in the code. Even if you can't read code yourself, there are a lot of people in the world who can, and they'll be posting reports on Twitter and elsewhere if there's a problem with the code. So I would never trust a Ledger hardware wallet with any significant amount of my Bitcoin. In addition, they have not done a very good job of protecting customer data. They had a large data breach in 2020, in July of 2020, and the recipients of this are receiving bad hardware wallets in the mail, for example. Now, another note before we get started. With hardware wallets, your Bitcoin is not stored on the hardware wallet or anywhere else. This is really a misconception. Your Bitcoin holdings at a certain Bitcoin address is really just an entry on the global ledger that's known as the Bitcoin blockchain. And what a hardware wallet does, instead of storing your Bitcoin, is store something even more important, which is your private keys. And it stores your private keys offline in a manner in which they do not touch the internet. This is called cold storage. Private keys can be represented in human readable form by 12 words or 24 words listed in a particular order. And this order is very important. If you mess up the order of your words in terms of your seed backup, it's going to be a completely different wallet. So here's an example of a recovery seed or a backup of a hardware wallet. Don't try using this one. This is kind of a joke one that a lot of people use, but it's basically, assume these were different words. They would have to be listed in a certain order from 1 to 12 or 1 to 24. A lot of people ask me whether they should use a 24-word backup or a 12-word backup. I think a 12-word backup is sufficient, though I also prefer multi-sig, which I'll talk about at the end of this video, for large amounts of Bitcoin. Now, if you lose or damage your hardware wallet, you can buy a new one from any manufacturer. So basically any BIP39 compatible hardware wallet will do. Trezor, Blockstream Jade, and Cold Card are prominent examples of it. A Ledger is also BIP39 compatible hardware wallet. And then what you do is you enter your 12-word recovery seed in the order received from 1 to 12, and you enter it only on the hardware wallet. You never want to enter these words online in a web form. If you receive an email that is some sort of attack, you don't want to click on the link and then enter your 12 words online. They should only be entered into the hardware wallet itself so that they don't touch the internet. And if you do this, your private keys will be restored to your new device. So this is why it's called a 12-word recovery seed or a backup. You may often see words as well: recovery seed, seed phrase, mnemonic, recovery phrase, BIP39 seed phrase. These are all versions of the same thing, and they're basically what we showed here. You have 12 or 24 words. Now I'm going to show you how to set up a Decoy wallet as well as a regular wallet on your Trezor. And I'm going to be using a Trezor Model T that's plugged into the back of my Mac desktop through the USB port. I just go to trezor.io, I click on app, and that will take me to this page. You can either download the desktop app. For the purposes of this, I'm just going to use Trezor Suite for web, and it's going to connect to the hardware wallet that is plugged in through the USB port. I'm just going to set this up. This is a brand new Trezor, and that was bought from the manufacturer. You definitely don't want to buy these from third-party resellers, and you definitely don't want to buy a used hardware wallet. So I'm going to click Set Up Trezor. This has an old version of the firmware for the purposes of this video. I'm not going to update the firmware, so I'm just going to skip update, but you should do it. Now we have two choices here. I can either recover an old wallet. So for example, if my previous hardware wallet was lost, or destroyed. If it was lost, I'm probably going to want to recover it and then move the Bitcoin to a new address. But if it was just, if the hardware wallet was damaged, I'll click here and this will allow me to enter my 12 recovery seed words onto the hardware wallet itself. I'm not going to be entering it onto the laptop or desktop. For the purposes of this video though, we're going to create a new wallet. We're going to configure it. We're going to use a standard seed backup. I'll click right here. And now I need to confirm something on the wallet itself. It's asking me, do you want to create a new wallet? So I'll click the green check mark. So now it says I've successfully set up my Trezor and created my wallet. It says I should never use my Trezor without backing it up. I need to create a 12-word recovery seed. So I'm going to create a backup right here. Your Trezor will generate a list of words which you need to write down. This information is the most important part of securing your Trezor. Check your backup in device settings before sending money to the wallet. And this is important, never upload these 12 words online, never take a photo of them, never put them in Evernote, never put them in a Google Doc, never send them in an email or text. Keep your backup secured and never share it with anyone. So now I'm going to click Begin Backup. I'm going to go to my Trezor and confirm on here. I'm going to click I understand, which is a green button. And now I need to write down my 12 recovery words, which are only being shown on the screen of my Trezor. So I'm going to pause right here. I'm going to write down the 12 words in the order in which they're presented, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. My Trezor generated a list of 12 words. I wrote them down in order, and then it did a little test for me, a little quiz, where it asked me, for example, what is word 3 out of 12, or what is word 7 out of 12, and what is word 11 out of 12, just to make sure that I'd written them down in the correct order. And then it sent me to this screen. Now, normally the next step would be to set up a PIN, which is just an external code that you enter into the screen every time you use the Trezor in order to unlock the screen. I'm going to be skipping that for now, but you should definitely do it. That way, if someone gets their hands on your Trezor, they have something like 15 tries to guess the correct PIN. If they don't guess it correctly, the Trezor wipes itself. So you'll definitely want to set up a PIN that you can remember. I'm not going to do it right now. As I said, I'm going to skip, and it's going to say skip PIN. Of course, now you can activate coins. You just want to have Bitcoin on here. I'll click complete setup, and I could change the name, etc. I'm going to click access screen. Now here's where I have a choice. The first thing I can do is I can set up a standard wallet, and that is going to be the one that is going to be accessible using those 12 words that I just wrote down. Now I'm going to enter a passphrase on this to create a hidden wallet. And so basically the standard wallet is going to be your Decoy wallet, and the hidden wallet is where you're really going to store your funds. Now you're going to want to use a passphrase here. In other words, a long word. I believe you can use multiple words as well that no one can guess. So don't use your dog's name. Don't use your name. Don't use your name 123 or passphrase 123, something like that. This should be something really unique about your life that's easy to remember and that no one else knows. For the purposes of this, I'm just going to type in Matt, M-A-T-T. I guess I'll add Matthew and make it a little bit longer. And then I'm going to click Access Hidden Wallet. So now I'm looking at the screen of my Trezor. It says Hidden Wallet, Access Hidden Wallet. Next screen will show the passphrase. So I'm going to click the green check mark. It's asking me use this passphrase, question mark, and it's lowercase, my name, lowercase, M-A-T-T-H-E-W. I'll click the green check mark. It says please wait, and now I'm all set up. So this is basically the hidden wallet that is about to be revealed here. It's right now asking me for the passphrase. So let's see, I need to enter it again on the screen here. You'll never want to enter your 12 words onto a screen, but you can enter your passphrase here. For example, I will click the check mark here. I'll confirm the passphrase. It's asking me on my Trezor, do I want to access the hidden wallet? I'll click the green check mark. Use this passphrase, Matthew. I'll click the green check mark. And now it's taking me to this hidden wallet, number 1. So what I can do is I can put the real money in here. I can put tens of thousands of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars. And the way I would do that is I would just click receive. I would generate an address. I'm not going to use this right now, but basically I would copy this address and then I would send the Bitcoin to this address from Coinbase or Kraken or from wherever you got the Bitcoin or wherever you're holding it. And this would be in the hidden wallet. And that's where you'd want to store the really large amounts of savings. Now let's go back and look at the regular wallet. If we go to dashboard, we're still in the hidden wallet here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to eject this basically, and we're going to go back to my Trezor. Let me click this. So now we're at this screen again, and I have a choice. I can go back to that hidden wallet where the passphrase is required by typing in Matthew right here. What I'm going to do this time is I'm going to click Standard Wallet. This is going to take me to the standard wallet that is being backed up by those 12 words that I wrote down earlier. Now, I obviously haven't put any money here either, but what I can do is I can put a small amount of money here. So maybe I'm holding $10,000 or $20,000 in the secret wallet. In this Decoy wallet, I'm just going to put a small amount. And you should make it should be a small amount, but it should also be enough that a thief might be happy with it. So if you're holding $20,000 in your secret wallet, in this Decoy wallet, maybe you put $500. I think that would make a thief basically happy. So what I do here is I'll create a fresh address. I'll copy this address and I'll send $500 to this address. And again, looking at this, there's no way to know that I have a hidden wallet available here at all. If someone types in my 12 recovery words, if they find them and they type them in somewhere into a new hardware wallet or software wallet, they will be taken to this wallet and they'll have no idea that there's a secret wallet associated with it. So again, this would be the Decoy wallet. If I want to access the other wallet, what I basically do is I eject this again. I go to my Trezor, and it's going to ask me which one I want to go to, the standard wallet, which in this case is the Decoy wallet, or the hidden wallet. Again, to access the hidden wallet, I need to enter my name right here, or whatever passphrase I've chosen. So what's the summary of all of this? The summary is basically this: adding a passphrase to your 12 words or adding a passphrase to your 24 words will actually create an entirely new wallet. So you could keep a small amount of Bitcoin in your 12-word wallet, in the standard wallet, perhaps a small amount, as we said, like $500 or whatever is a small amount for you, and then keep a larger amount, like $20,000 or $200,000 or $2 million or $20 million in your 12-word plus passphrase wallet in that hidden wallet. So what you do is you let the thief steal the $500 from your standard wallet, so he or she presumably leaves you alone, and he or she has no idea that there's also a hidden wallet that contains the bulk of your savings. So I think this is a good solution. In this case, if someone gets hold of your Trezor, they still will not be able to access the hidden part without knowing the passphrase. The only problem with this is if you die and you don't let anyone know your passphrase, they will not be able to access this wallet, this hidden wallet. And in order to access this hidden wallet, you need both your 12 words plus your passphrase. So this is something to think about when it comes to inheritance protocols. Now, if you want to store a backup of your hidden wallet, what you can do is you can store your 12 recovery words in one place and you can store your passphrase in another place. What you could do, for example, if you're passing on your Bitcoin to someone, is you could give them the 12 words, or you could give them just the passphrase, and then you could keep the other piece locked up somewhere and say, if you trust them, only open at the time of my death, and then they'll be able to combine the 12-word list with the passphrase to access the hidden wallet. If you enjoyed this video and you're enjoying my teaching style, then you're definitely going to love my paid Bitcoin course, which goes into many of these same issues, including inheritance and estate planning solutions. I also talk about how to use your own node with any Bitcoin hardware wallet like a Trezor or Cold Card. I also talk about multi-sig, how to set up a do-it-yourself multi-vendor multi-sig setup, which is how I store my own Bitcoin. This is the safest way of doing it. You would do it, for example, 3 out of 5 keys are needed to move the coins, or 2 out of 3 private keys are needed to move the coins. That's 2 of 3 multi-sig versus 3 out of 5 multi-sig. So if you want to go deep down the rabbit hole, I cover everything in this course. It's just hours and hours of material, including how to buy Bitcoin anonymously, how to run a couple different ways, how to run your own Bitcoin node, how to hook up a hardware wallet to that, how to coin join, how to do multi-sig, and also how to manage UTXOs, how to turn your phone into a multi-sig vault, how to connect a Blockstream Jade hardware wallet to your own node. Lots of these things that I haven't yet covered on YouTube, either because they make very, very long videos, or it's a subject that I'm not comfortable putting on YouTube. So after you've exhausted all of my free material, I'd encourage you to check out my paid courses by clicking in the link in the description notes below, and make sure you use the coupon code there to get the best price YT as in YouTube, YT99 will get you the best price. So be sure to check that out again after you've exhausted all of my free material on YouTube. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that subscribe and like buttons. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I publish my next video. And let me know your questions and comments in the comment section below. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.